Well, look at there, everybody. Look at that beautiful beast. It's old. That truck is 21 years old. Now, why am I telling you this? Well, it's got 286,000 miles on it. If it wasn't locked up, I'd show you on the odometer. But it's just right around 286,000 plus. That's how many miles are on that truck. Motor's never been rebuilt. That's original miles. So, on my last video, I talked about the transmission going out. And I had every reason to believe that the transmission went out. I've worked on all 4 tires. In fact, that one right there was the one that was the bad one that I took all the way to Pennsylvania. That's not the bad tire, but that's the bad position. I got the tire. That tire used to be my spare. It was under there. And held up by a couple of straps. I got it out. And anyway, you know the rest. The wheel wouldn't fit that position. So I had to get the tire taken off the bad wheel and put on the good wheel after I took the bad tire off the good wheel. You get it. So I got, and then the ones in the back here, them are 2 brand new tires. I'm going to replace those 2 tires and keep one as a spare with the same brand. I love those tires right there. These are Walmart brand. These are not. And by the way, I've never had a problem with Walmart tires. In fact, my wife's car gets them every couple of years. Yep, and she's never had a problem with them. 40,000 mile warranty, we've never had to take one of them in. So, I mean, not all Walmart tires are bad, but those are. And they weren't bad from the get-go. They've been on this truck for 4 years. 3 to 4 years. So, not bad. Okay, so the reason I'm bringing you on is because I figured something out. I got a friend of mine. Well, we're work friends more than any kind of friend, you know, but we talk a lot. Anyway, he's the type of guy that kind of pushes you, even though he ain't trying to push you, or you don't want to be pushed or whatever. He's just that type of character that will get you to go a little further than you went last time. So when I told him my training was out, the first thing to come out of his mouth was, "Are you sure?" And I told him, you know, I've been all underneath of it, looked all around on the side of the road, even right here where it sits. I've been all underneath of it, looked all around, didn't find no problem. So it's got to be the transmission. Well, I ruled out all the wheels and tires because I've done the tires have all been changed, all been worked. I've dealt with them. I also have dealt with all the brakes. I did the front brakes and the rear brakes. So I know the brake system. I know everything about the brakes, the tires, and the wheels, and all that. Well, he got me thinking about it, and it was weighing on me, so I decided, you know, I'm going to get under there and inspect real good. So I inspected each wheel position. And what I noticed was this position right here. Well, let me back up just a little bit. A week ago last Thursday, when I changed the rear brakes, I noticed that the caliper on this one and the brake pad, one of the pads, the pad fell apart, and the caliper has it's got 2 pistons, and there's a seal around each piston, and the seal around each piston was ripped, torn, but no leaks. There was no leaks going on at the time. Well, guess what I found out? Okay, here's something I didn't know. Who in the heck uses a parking brake anymore on an automatic transmission, right? I mean, why they even put them on these vehicles with an automatic transmission, I never know. They should be on stick only, manual only, as you will need anytime I ever have a manual, I use the parking brake. Big semi truck over there has a parking brake. Now it's air assisted, but these type of vehicles are cable assisted. Well, it turns out what happened was the emergency brake or parking brake in that wheel. Ford did a funny thing when they made disc. They put the emergency brake drum style right behind the rotor. And when you put the rotor on, which is right there on the ground, inside that rotor, this is the back side of it right there. Here, let me get a little closer. Some of y'all might not know what I'm even talking about. Oh, come on. I thought I was going the right way. All right, so that's the inside backside of the rotor. So in there, when you slip that rotor over that hub, get the tire out of the way, you see what I was talking about. You slip that rotor over that hub, that part, the inside part, goes over top of the parking brake. And it works just like drum style, just like they've always worked, drum style. My wife's Ford Explorer's got them. My Ford Explorer, the green monster I used to have, had them. Here, let me get this part. This part, which I'm not even 100% sure what it is, it's a piece of metal. This is what broke. This is what made the noise. This is what made the release, the let go, I don't know, it was under some kind of pressure and it let go. And then it was rubbing. This is what the noise was. I took that all out of there, verified it, and then I took the daggum truck for a ride. And guess what? No noise. And it shifts through all the gears. Everything's working fine. I am going to, however, get the transmission fluid changed and the filter changed. Filter and transmission fluid changed. The oil needs to be changed and filter needs to be changed. I also need a rear seal in the motor. So I am going to take it in before too long and get that all done. Now, let's turn you around. How's it going? Yeah, as you can tell, I'm pretty freaking stoked. I just saved myself $3,000. So, the lesson of the day is, if you haven't done your due diligence 100%, right? I didn't do it 100%. So I'm talking about me and people like me that do the same thing, okay? Not everybody does this. I didn't do my due diligence on that pickup. I didn't check out every nook and cranny. I assumed, and I do this a lot in my life. I really do. I assumed that there was no problem with the wheels or the hubs or the brakes or anything. I forgot all about the parking brake. I never use it. It's an automatic. You never use the fucking parking brake when you got an automatic. You just don't. Now, okay, some people may. Why, I don't know, but okay. But anyway, so I just saved myself $3,000. I got to replace the rotor, the caliper, maybe the pads, maybe one of them's chewed up a little bit. And the rotor wasn't that bad. So just the time I drove it up 131 to here, the 6 mile, well, not even 3 miles from the time it happened, 4 miles, let's just say 4 miles, all right? From that time, it wore that rotor out. I got to get a new rotor. And the caliper was looking bad to begin with, so now I'm going to replace the caliper because that was probably the culprit. And I don't even think I'm going to replace fix the parking brake or the emergency brakes, whatever you want to call them. Why? I never use them, so I'm not going to worry about replacing them. I am eventually going to get that tranny rebuilt. I mean, I do want to get it rebuilt, that's for sure, but it don't need to be rebuilt today, and I can go home. It doesn't need to be rebuilt in order for me to go home, so I'm happy. I'm stoked. I am stoked. And as you can see, I got my truck ready for tomorrow morning. I ran 4 Monday. I've been running 4 pretty much every day for the last few weeks. And that's good. 4 a day, 4 runs each day, 5 days. That's 20 runs. And that gives me a pretty good paycheck for a guy that drives somebody else's truck. About $13.50. Yeah, I got to take taxes out of that. $10.99. If anybody's in the Grand Rapids area, Grand Rapids, Michigan, that is, and you're looking for a good company to work for, I'll be honest, I don't usually do this kind of thing, but this company is something else. Classic Transportation and Warehousing, LLC. You can look them up. They're out of Wayland, Michigan. The one thing I like to tell people, they do something I've never seen any trucking company ever do. Now, if you work for them, you're gonna, it's a contractor position. They do have company drivers, but good luck getting in there. They only got like 3, 4 trucks, I think. 3, I think. Yeah, 3. So anyway, so if you come to work here, you're gonna drive somebody else's truck or your own. If you got your own truck, you want to bring it somewhere, bring it here. Bring it to Classic. And I'll tell you why. They got a safety bonus that's logs and tickets. You don't get no tickets, you keep your logs straight, which they're electronic logs. So you can't fuck that up. And don't get no tickets, right? $750 a quarter. Easy to get. I've never not gotten it. Oh, yeah, I did. One time I didn't get it. I got a ticket for going down the wrong road. My bad. Anyway, it's pretty easy to get the safety bonus, $750 every quarter. Okay, you also get an attendance bonus. Just for showing up to work, you get counted a day. Well, let me rephrase that. Just for showing up to work and working, you get counted for a day. You actually do got to work. Now, there's a caveat to that, okay? I'm throwing you guys off, I know I am. If you show up to work, let's say a Saturday. It doesn't even matter what day it is. If you show up to work and you tell them, hey, you got any work? And they say, no, we don't have any work. But you actually showed up to work, you get credit for that day. Now, do you get paid for that day? No, but you get credit for that day. If you get enough days credit in a month, we have 4-week months and 5-week months, sorry. If you get enough credit in a month, you will get anywhere from $150 to $800 extra at the end of the month, okay? It works on days. Usually the bottom line is you work Monday through Friday and a couple of Saturdays and you can get the $800. Okay? It's real simple. I get it every month, every single month. That's because, and here's how I get it. I don't work Saturdays, hardly ever. I do, but hardly ever. If you work, let's see. I've always worked it where I get, okay, if you do one run, leave here, go there, come back. That's one run. If you leave here, go there, come back, leave here again, right? You're already started on tomorrow's run, right? I would run 6 runs when I worked at the rail. I'd run 6 runs in 5 days. So I get credit for Saturday without even working Saturday. Here, I do shuttles. If we do 4 a day for 3 out of the 5 days, we get credit for 1 day. So I get credit for Saturday every week. See what I'm saying? I don't have to work, and I don't get paid for that day per se, but I get credit for it, so it goes towards that attendance bonus. Let's see what else they got. If you own your own truck, they got maintenance bonus. They got maintenance bonus or owner operator bonus. That's $350 every quarter, I believe. $375 maybe. And I got a couple other things, but I'm stumped right now. But the one thing I want to tell every owner operator, any contractor, even if you drive somebody else's truck, you are not an employee, okay? That's something y'all got to remember. You're not an employee. Yeah, there is a fine line between turning down loads and not getting any more after you keep turning them down. I get that. But I'm not saying you should turn down every load. I'm just saying keep the mindset that you are not an employee. You don't have to do anything. You don't even have to show up to work if you don't want to. Now, again, you don't show up enough days, they're eventually going to cut you loose, right? I mean, they have to. You're affecting their business. So remember that. Even though you're not an employee, you still affect their business somehow, some way. Not showing up, delivering wrong goods, not picking them up on time, not delivering them on time. So I tell everybody, if you're going to come to work, do it right, and pay attention. Okay, so enough about that. If you're looking for a good company to work for, and I mean a good company to work for, they treat you right. You treat them right, they'll treat you right. It's real simple. It's first name basis, no numbers here. Yeah, I think we got a number. Hell, ask me what mine is. I don't know. All right. So there you go. That was my spiel about classic transportation. I don't know what this goes to. Yeah. So like I said, I'm stoked. My pickups fixed. Have a good night. My pickup's fixed. Well, it's not fixed, but it's been solved. The riddle's been solved. Let's go for a walk, shall we? I need to walk anyway. Got back on my diet. I've been eating crap food. That's something else I want to talk to y'all about. Just for a minute. You know, if you watch this channel, you know it's mostly about semi-trucks. And so, what fuel goes in a semi-truck and why? All right, I ain't gonna make you answer. I'm sure some of you are probably gonna anyway, but diesel goes into semi-trucks. Mainly. There are different types of semi-trucks out there, very far and few between. Okay, let's just talk about the diesel. All the semi-trucks I've ever drove, diesel. Now, why do we put diesel in them? Because that's what the motor's made to have, right? That's what the engine is meant to have in it. That's what it's meant to run off of, okay? What about your car, right? If you ain't got a diesel motor, what do you put in it? Gasoline, right? Different formula of fuel, but why do you put that in there? Because that car requires that type of fuel in order to run optimally. In order to run the right way, okay? Same with the diesel trucks. If you put gasoline in a diesel truck, it ain't gonna run too good, is it? No. If you put diesel in a gasoline car, it ain't gonna run too good, is it? All right, so now that I've said all that, let me ask you this. Don't you think your body's the same way? Don't you think your body is designed? We could say evolved if you want. I don't believe in evolution, but it's okay if you do. I mean, I'm not here to hate on you or tell you shouldn't. I'm just saying, if your body was designed or evolved in a way to eat, I mean, our great ancestors ate wild animals. They caught wild animals. They fished for all their food. They hunted all their food. They chased it down, trapped it, and all that. Gatherers, hunter-gatherers, right? That's what our great ancestors were. That's what our bodies are designed to eat, is what they used to go eat. And then man decided, well, you know what? I think we can make the food better. So they did. Made the food. They didn't make it better, but they made the food. The best food that you can put in your body is what your body was meant to have. And that's real food. The food that you buy at Walmart, Myers, Sam's Club, Leppinks, IGA, you name it. If it comes in a box or a fucking can, it's junk. Okay? If it's loaded with sugar, it's junk. I think you get it. Okay? I think you get it. Animals today are not... animals that are raised for food, like cows and pigs, right? They're not raised right. They're not fed the right diet for them either, right? I mean, what were cows meant to eat? What were pigs meant to eat? What were horses meant to eat? What were chickens meant to eat, right? If you leave a chicken to itself, what does it do all day long? All day, from sun up to sundown, what does it do all day long? Forages. You'll see it walking all over the place, pecking on the ground. That's what they do. What does pigs do? Same fucking thing. What do cows do? Eat grass all day. That's all they do is eat grass. Why did man have to interfere with that? What was wrong with it? What was wrong with that? They think they can do things better. They put all these chemicals, man-made chemicals, in the cows, in the pigs, in the fish now, salmon. Yeah. And they think they're making it better when in reality, they're not making it better, people. They're not making it better. Okay, now I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. You know, you've probably been to a pharmacy for something. And at one point or another, when you was at that pharmacy, you saw an elderly person, okay? And they were actually at the pharmacy counter getting their meds, right? And you saw them walk away with a bag, right? A bag, Walmart-sized bag. Pharmacy bag, but Walmart-sized bag. And they had many prescriptions in that bag, anywhere from a few to a dozen, right? I'm 53 years old, okay? And my whole life I've seen people, as they got older, get sick, get in pain, get medication, go to the doctors, more and more and more as they got older. I see them end up with walkers, canes. I see them end up bound to their damn chair watching TV all day long. Okay? You've seen the same thing. It's not just me. I'm just older than some of you, but some of you are older than me, so you've seen the same thing longer than I have. And I'm here to tell you, the reason that's happening is because of the food that people choose to eat. Now, I can prove some things. I used to eat whatever the hell I wanted all the time, and I blew up to 230 pounds on a 5'8" frame, medium bone, okay? And I felt bad. I started getting these problems, right? I guess problems that you get as you get older. That I thought, damn, this is gonna start happening to me for real. Well, then I heard the truth. I'm just gonna say that. I heard the truth about the food I was eating. And so I tried and did what they said, what I was told, what I learned to eat. I ate what they said. And I stuck to it. I lost 85 pounds just by eating food that they told me to eat, what they call real food, nutrient-dense food, right? Let me teach you something real quick. Do you know why your body gets hungry? Do you know why your stomach hurts? You know, because it's growing up. You were told when you get hungry, you got to eat. You're supposed to eat. Your body's telling you to eat. Okay, so that's true. Your body's telling you to eat. That's what the hunger's for, in your stomach is for. It's telling you to eat. That makes sense. And that's the truth. But you know what it's telling you it wants? Nutrients. It doesn't want them cupcakes or the fucking ho-hos or the beer or the soda pop or anything in a box or a can at the damn store. Very little nutrients in any of that stuff I just mentioned. Very little. Okay? I eat from a company. Now I'm just giving you an example, okay? You do what you want. I eat from a company named, they're called U.S. Wellness Meats. And I buy my meat from them. Burger. Just like burger you'd buy at a store. Only the difference between that burger and my burger is my burger contains heart and liver. And it's the best beef you can buy. It's from a cow that's been raised properly. It tastes different. It tastes good, right? It tastes good. It's difficult to get used to eating that way because your whole life you've been eating food from the shelf, and all that food contains the same ingredient, some kind of sugar, to give it flavor. It gives it that flavor. And that's why you eat it. And if you eat real food, it doesn't have that taste, okay? So it takes a little bit getting used to, okay? Because it's not full of crap to make it taste good, so you'll eat it. You should eat it because it's what your body craves and it's good for you, okay? And I know I'm getting this long here. I'm getting this long, so I'm gonna shorten this up. I'm gonna walk around again, and I'm gonna shorten this up. Okay, so the bottom line is, look, if you're getting bigger, if you're getting sicker, if you're getting more unhealthy, if things are happening to you, losing your hair, losing your eyesight, you got diabetes too since you've been alive, you've got ED, okay, you've got, you name it, you got cancer, you got headaches all the time, I can go on. All of that shit is curable, okay? All of it, even the cancer. And I know that's gonna piss somebody off. I know it is, and I don't give a damn. Because I don't say shit that I don't believe 100% with all my heart. I don't. You'll get to know me like that. And if it pisses you off, I don't give a flying fuck, because it's the truth. Type 2 diabetes is curable. I promise you. Promise you. Type 1, you were born with it. Sorry. Sorry. I wish there was a way I could just snap my fingers, get everybody's attention, and teach them that the food they normally eat is what's killing them. Let me tell you a couple other facts. Big Pharma, pharmaceutical giant, they own and run the FDA, Food and Drug Administration. Make sense? Why is the food and drugs in the same category? Well, in all reality, food should be in the medical category, because food is not only full of nutrients that sustain us, but also heal us. Okay, so they ain't so far off there, but that's not why the food's in the drug category in this country, or any other country for that matter. It's about big dollars. Okay, now do you think big pharmaceutical company, Big Pharma, would make money if we never got sick? Do you? No. And if they knew, I'm not saying they've been doing this since the beginning, okay? I don't want you to think that, because even I don't believe that. I don't believe that they've been trying to make us sick since the beginning of time, okay? Since they first decided to fuck with our food. I actually think somebody tried to make it better. It started out with just regular cooking. People cooking, learning how to cook different. And then they add things to it. And then they thought, well, we can make it better chemically. Okay, so I believe in the beginning they had a good intention. But then they found out that some of these chemicals would affect our bodies. Okay. Well, Big Pharma got in charge of Food and Drug Administration, so they mandated a lot of this stuff, and because they wanted us to get sick. Okay, I mean, it's as stupid as that sounds. It's the truth, people. It's the fucking truth. And I told you on this channel, it's about trucks. It's about a lot of things. But the one thing I won't lie about, or the one thing, I'll never lie about nothing, but the one thing I won't leave out of this channel is health, because it's important. I want to live, me personally, I want to live a long, healthy life. 100 years is my goal, 100 years old. Yep, that's my goal, and I don't see why I can't make it. And I'm gonna make it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it to 100. Now, that ain't my choice. I want you to know that. I believe that with all my heart. It ain't my choice how long I live. That's my Creator's choice. But I can still do down here. I can still do while I'm here, still alive down here as a human on the earth. I can still do what I should do by taking care of my body, right? So on that note, I'm gonna cut this short. I might take you with me tomorrow while I drive. I haven't done that yet. The old watermelon truck's a good running truck. Gonna get a new fifth wheel on it this weekend. The top plate, the fifth wheel top plate. That one is a ridiculous top plate. It's short. It sits flat. It's real small. So we're getting another fifth wheel. We're gonna service the truck, change the oil, and all that stuff. My ass is going home. I'm gonna get this rotor changed out and the caliper changed out Thursday. I gotta get it bled. Might just take it down to Plainwell, Bell Tire, call them up, see if they can, get me in Friday and take it down there and get it bled. Or Thursday, maybe Thursday. We'll see what happens. Might go get the parts tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah, I might go get the parts tomorrow, put it all back together, try to bleed it the best I can, at least get it good enough where I can drive it, and then get a hold of Bell Tower. Did I say Bell Tower? Bell Tire. Holy crap, did I say Bell Tower? I think I did. Bell Tire. Okay. Whew. I've been working hard today. I got worked on that truck. I did 4 loads. I've been up since 2 o'clock. 2:30. Sorry, 2:30. Went to bed at 8 yesterday. I was feeling down in the dumps. Just, man, transmission. I'm still supposed to buy that damn truck over there, that black one. I've talked to him again today, and I don't know, man. And then I got that motor sitting over there in front of my truck, just waiting to get ripped into. Well, now that I know I ain't got to rebuild the transmission, I'll be able to go home this weekend. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to work on it or not. My wife's car is going to the shop next week. So this weekend I should be able to work on that motor. I ain't got nothing as of right now. I don't have nothing to do except start tearing that motor apart. So I might start doing that. Might start doing that. And if I do, I'll bring you with me. So again, on that note, stay safe, folks. Stay safe. Don't give up on me. Like and subscribe. Tell all your friends about me. I'm handsome anyway. Come on now. Come on. Don't be a hater. And we'll talk to you real soon.